right, we get the Coons. And in my memory, the Coons wipes this guy out. Let's see how it goes. C4 weird, F3 weird. Could white play already knight takes E4? Let's briefly look for the fun of everybody involved. Probably. Let's say probably. Let's say more than probably. This is over. Okay. So bishop c5. Knight takes e4 still. Probably. Maybe knight takes e4 doesn't work. Anyways, white has lost time. And black's coming in. We don't understand. Mate, my friend. He resigned. That was it. I usually end the show with going over a game by Ricker. And Ricker is an older dude who's come to chess. And every show, I feel, he has improved. He began, when he came to the show first, with dropping pieces and dropping time. And now he's doing much less of both of those and becoming a much stronger player. I do him at the end of the show because he's in Indonesia. And he usually can't watch when we do it. When is the next Norm Hunter? Can you ask the bot questions? I think if you go like exclam info, does that make sense? Exclam info. You can get it. That's usually on Monday, and the famous Strong Chess has been getting trained by Kostya. All right, here we go. Good. A little strange, but you're doing fine. Good. Now, the guy, by all means, should take on f3. And let's say that what you've got here is a very nice position where you really have everything under control. But here is your moment where you need to like hold it together, right? And bishop d3 is mildly controversial because we got to wonder if he's got some kind of bishop f3 stuff of his own. So, I believe in your position here, Ricker, though. I really do. Let's give it a chance and say, I don't know how it would go. Let me just say this. You should be clearly better here. But even for me, it's not immediately evident how to knock this guy out, right? I know it's there, though. Let me put it that way. I know it's there. And I'm just going to guess. This is a guesstimate. That g4 is looking pretty good. It's a difficult situation. And he could have done this bishop f3 thing here. And then, you know, of course you have gf and he can't take on d4 immediately. But it's what he should be thinking of. And definitely should be thinking of it here. Because maybe he gets away with it now with bishop f3. Okay. He doesn't do it. Good move. You've got a great position. And it's strange to me that you are allowing this bishop f3 stuff. So that was the problem here. But let me just say, it's a problem common to players because, right, it's like this. There was some difficult moments where you're definitely better, but you got to hold it together. Again, g4 looks correct. Knight g5 looks weird, but we all know why you did it, right? Because you had this problem, and he didn't take advantage of it. Now he still kind of can, though, right? Because he can play moves like h6, and you're kind of back to where you started. Looks right, but you're not touching f7, right? The bishop's on h5. So here you have a problem that a lot of players have, where you didn't know what to do, right? You didn't know what to do, and it wasn't an easy position to figure it out because your knight's kind of left out to dry. Maybe f4. It's a thought. Things getting hairy. Black, I guess, should be better, but it's not clear. Good move, and I like that you're coming at the light squares. Good. Good. And now you've made immense progress, right? Immense progress. Takes, b4. Okay, things are getting hot here. Queen f5. Snip, snip. Bishop e7. And the guy needs to think about sacrificing the exchange. One move here actually you should consider is you should just say to yourself, white to play and what can I do? And if you're watching this on the replay, Rickard, just pause the thing and then you can check it out. But what you do is you go after the a pawn, and that's going to give black a little bit of time to breathe. And I think f6, well, at least it looks very difficult for the guy after f6. You know, you're threatening a lot of stuff. Okay. So, knight b4, now he's able to cut you off a little bit, but now he's blundering here. Did you have something better? That would also be like good homework. Did you have something better than that? That was correct, though. That was good, Rickard. You got this guy. You got this guy, buddy. Now you're just wasting him. Look at that. Look at that control. Give me it all. Give it all. Done. So, Rickard, yeah, continued success. And let me say, let me give you some homework, okay? So, I love your annotations, and you're doing great. And I think the next thing for you is to try to go back and look at some of these positions and just think about how you could have played them differently. So, for example, let's say that this is a great position that you got. Ask yourself, how much better am I? Okay? And then ask yourself, what should I do? There's multiple moves I think that are reasonable here for white, but ask yourself, what do you think the best one is? And there's a couple other ones like that, like here, for example. A3 was interesting, and then also like when you played knight g5, that's another point. So what I'm recommending, this applies to everybody out there, you're going to have these difficult, complicated positions, and you're going to want to gain a sense of them afterwards using board and pieces, with the wooden pieces preferably, because the computer will tell you all kinds of things and you just want to have a sense of how to negotiate it. And one thing here that happened is you ended up flailing against the square where it didn't do anything, right? What am I talking about? This where you started playing knight g5, right? Because and then bishop c4, because of what, you're not doing anything over there, right? He's got that square's not his weak square. Okay, everybody, let me give a couple announcements. If you want to submit a game to this show, it is going to be, in general, the last Wednesday of the month. So a good guess as to when the next show is going to be, I'll talk to the chess.com gnomes to figure it out, is going to be May 27th at 4 Eastern Time, 1 Pacific. And for those of you interested in my show, The Road Back to 2500, I'm going to do that this week. I moved it to Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. That's probably confusing to many of you, but I will post that show in its entirety on YouTube, on our ChessDojo channel. So, until next time, I hope this show is helpful to everybody. Enjoy this time. Play some classical chess. Oh, for classical chess, I want to give a shout out our Discord server. If you go to like any of our YouTube videos, there's a link to our Discord server. We're organizing tournaments for all levels of players using general classical time control. So that's just an interesting thing that's now available to people. All right, how do you submit a game? There is a forum on chess.com, and we will do a new one in probably the next day. It'll be up there. So you just go to forums on chess.com and type my last name. It should come up. All right. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you next time.